Check out what's trending in this week's Afro here on The Rundown. Welcome to The Rundown, sponsored by Be Inspired Global Media. I'm your host, Micha Green, and here are this week's trending stories. In national news, well, folks, COVID-19 is still a factor, and despite parts of the United States beginning to reopen in phases, U.S. citizens are still testing positive for the novel coronavirus and sadly still dying. More than 1,500,000 Americans have tested positive for COVID-19, and there are over 93,000 deaths. In this week's Afro, we have a commentary from a retired Army lieutenant who talks about, while Memorial Day being created to remember the lives of fallen soldiers, we should spend Memorial Day 2020 recognizing the more than 93,000 lives lost in the fight against COVID-19. Rest in peace and power to the many civilians who have died as a result of the battle of COVID-19, as well as to all the soldiers who have lost their lives in any conflict. We salute you and thank you for your service. In Baltimore news, after a long process of candidate interviews, the Afro is ready to announce who we are endorsing for the Baltimore mayoral race. And that person is former Baltimore Mayor SHEILA DIXON. Be sure to check out the full endorsement issue to find out why the Afro chose to endorse former Mayor SHEILA DIXON. In DC news, DC Mayor Mayoral has released her proposed fiscal year 2021 budget, and many people are impressed with the amount of balance the budget seems to have despite having to create a budget during these unprecedented times. In the proposed budget, there are major funds allocated towards transportation, renovating schools, renovating healthcare sites and housing projects, creating more economic opportunities for DC residents, and even for returning citizens. The DC Council will be holding public virtual hearings on the budget from May 20th to June 16th.
Go to afro.com to find out where you can get your copy of the Afro, or just subscribe to the website for instant access. And don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe to the Be Inspired Global Media YouTube channel for more content sponsored by the Afro.
Again, I'm your host, Micha Green, and make sure you tune in to next week's edition of The Rundown.